to being frank, and on this video I'm going to cover 3 things that I've learned for doing being frank on YouTube. It has been 2 months, 2 months since I started. That is the whole month of December last year and January 2019. And this journey that I took to do YouTube videos and deliver my message to the world, it has been so educative. And I just take 3 things that I've learned in the course of this journey, of the 2 months journey, to help us in one or another in this process of being frank. And one of the things that I've learned is that the only antidote to fear and doubt is action. So number 1 is action is the antidote to fear and doubt. Why do I see this? This YouTube idea, I conceived it way back in 2017. But back then, I wanted to do the YouTube videos, but I had the scapegoat that I didn't have a good phone. My phone didn't have a good camera. So I had all the reasons. I found all the reasons that I could find to give me the reason not to start then. But at the end of the day, the reason was not the phone. The reason was not the camera. The reason was that I was afraid. I was afraid that if I talk to a camera and take myself, and then take myself out to the world, I might be judged. I might be rejected in one or another. I might be given comments that I don't like. I might be criticized. I might be, just all those negative ideas. That was what was going in my mind. It was not about the phone. But now, after I got started, it got to that time that I wanted to say, enough is enough. Now or never. That's when I started doing YouTube. And when I did that, I realized that I had fear, because I remember how tough it was to do my first video. I was doing it at the office, and anytime someone walked in to where I was doing the video, I could stop and start afresh, because I couldn't stand someone else being around where I'm doing my videos. So I realized it was about the fear and the doubt I had. I didn't know what will happen once I start doing the YouTube videos. So the only antidote to that fear and the doubt is taking that action. So for me, when I took the action, I came to realize that there's nothing to fear. After all, this is me. Remember, I'm the messenger of being frank. I'm the person who is telling people to be frank. But I wasn't ready to be frank with myself, by realizing that it doesn't matter what I do and where I start, as long as I'm doing my best, I'm being authentic, and I'm bringing the best out of me. That's what matters most. But now we focus so much on the fear and forget the main thing. And the main thing is doing what you are meant to do. It doesn't matter what level, as long as you're doing it to your best, and you know that you'll get better with the time. My advice to you is take action. Yes, the fear will be there. It's part of life. The doubt will be there. It's part of life. But take action. Just let the rubber hit the road. Run with it. You might need to stop and catch some breath, because your heart will be threatening to burst out of your chest. But take action. Take action. Just go for it. And then when that time comes and you're like, I need to take my breath, just take time. Take those deep breaths and then continue. Don't look back. Just look forward. Start. Take action. That's the number 1 thing that I've learned, because I'm still scared of talking to the camera. I'm still scared of someone walking on me when I'm doing a video, and I can't do it in front of anyone. I just want to be alone and do my thing to the camera alone. But still, I'm still fearful about I don't know what the future holds. I don't know where I'm going with this somehow. So I don't know what the world will perceive me of doing this. So just hit the road, go running. Just hit it. Just go for it. Go for it. Okay? Number 1. Then, number 2. You never know what you can do until you've tried it and then focused on getting better at it. Why do I say this? We all know some people who are talented. They are naturally talented at doing something. They are so good at it. We just see it in them. But somehow, they have managed not to do anything about it. Somehow they have managed not to even try not even try to make sure that they do this thing that they do so well naturally, so they do nothing about it at all. We know someone, one or two people in your life, you know them, they are good at doing something but they don't. Why? On the other side, we see people who are not talented in anything, or maybe they are doing something so well and yet they are not naturally talented at it. Like for me, I'm a basketball player, and one thing that I've realized, I've seen talents on the court, but it's always the person who hustles for the ball who gets the baskets. So the talent might be there they might do some few things and they make people wow, but at the end of the day, the person who wins that game is the person with the good work ethic, the person who hustles, and the person who knows that I can improve and I can get better. So it's the same thing for me and you. It doesn't matter what you can't do. Okay, for me, I don't know anything to do with video editing. I don't know anything to do with videography, vlogging. I don't know anything to do with that. But there's people who are naturally good at it. So do they do it? Okay, some do, but some don't. So you never know what you can do until you try, and then focus at getting better at it. Start something, then if it's really part of your bigger picture of the things that you want to achieve, start it. Doesn't matter. Don't look at your facts. Attitudes are better than facts. Attitudes are better than facts. Don't look at your facts, because if we are to look at our facts, they are against us. The odds are stacked against us. But somehow, you just need to get started, then you'll figure it along the way. Because if you have the growth mentality of knowing that if I get started to do something, I can figure it out. I can figure it out with time. Okay? So you never know what you can do until you start, and then focus at getting better at it. That's number 2. Number 3 item that I've learned. It doesn't matter where you start. Just start. Humble beginnings are precursors to greatness. And if I take you back to the history, you realize that most of the people that made it big in life or lived a very purposeful life, they never had like silver spoon on their mouth. They were never born in such circumstances. Most of them, they were in just actually below expectations of a normal human being's life. Like we know some people, from a carpenter's son to the savior of the world. You see, from a class 7 dropout to a billionaire to a business tycoon. These are all stories that we are right, left, and center in our world. So when you look at all these success stories, we realize that these people had to start somewhere. They had to start at some level way below to where they wanted to get. But now you remember, okay, in anything, just like growing up, you need that nurturing. You need that to become the person that you are meant to be. There's a process of growth. There's a process of you becoming. And that's why we call it being frank, not be frank. Being frank, as in we are all finding our truth. We are on a journey that is continuous. Nobody actually reaches the level of I know it all. Nobody reaches the level of I've reached the farthest that any human can reach. Nobody gets there. But it's a process of being. And that's why we are called human being. Meaning it's a continuous process of being. So starting from humble beginnings, it sets you up. You just have to build that foundation from the down, hapo kwa rock bottom, hapo chini kabisa. You build yourself from the not upside down, from that deep point, that's almost unknown point. That's the foundation, and then you build yourself up. The process of being frank with yourself, the process of being truthful with yourself, the process of finding your truth. And then with the time, you find yourself, you're becoming better and better and better and better. And that reminds me of one quote that says, okay, most people say that practice makes perfect. I don't think so. Practice makes improvement. So that thing that you want to start, but you are like, okay, today you may say I don't have the time. Maybe you don't have the time, but you have the money. Guess what? Tomorrow you will have the money and do not have the time, or rather you'll have the time and do not have the money. So somehow there's always a scapegoat to attach it to our procrastination of not doing the things that we want to do. So start at that humble beginning. If you don't have the time, ask yourself, what is that one thing that is influencing or is correlating directly to what I want to do in life that I can do with little time, but still be building upon my foundation, or just building upon my goal or my purpose. And then if you don't have the money, ask yourself, what is that small thing that I can do that doesn't require money, that can still build my dream or build my goal? So respect those humble beginnings. Respect those humble beginnings. If, for example, I started recording a video with me holding the phone, using my very long hands as the selfie stick or something, or the tripod stand. But now I have a tripod stand, I have a good microphone. I started the earphone that had very bad. The voice was not that clear, but I have a better microphone. I know it's not the best. I'll get to the best. Okay, it's just about improvement. You start from somewhere and then you build it up. So guys, that's it for today, and I believe that 2019 will be different because you've learned 3 things. 3 things that you can. Okay, when you're starting something, just remember these 3 things. Okay, that action is the antidote to fear and doubt. Then you never know what you can do until you do it, you try to do it, and then focus to getting better at it. Then it doesn't matter your start, just start. Thank you so much. See you on the next video. God bless you and give you a phenomenal February. Happy Valentine's in advance. Okay, all the best, guys. See you next video. Peace.